Welcome to the Money Savvy Parents Podcast, the podcast for parents to gain financial education to then pass on through the generations. I am your host, Laura, mother to 3 beautiful children and founder of a financial coaching business, Savvy Peacocks. Let's remove the taboo from money together. Welcome back to my podcast. Thank you so much for listening again. This is the 8th episode in the series, and today we're going to get a question from the audience all around tech. So let's delve straight in.
Hi Laura, it's Zoe. Okay, I've got a question for you. So I think I'm pretty good at using online banking. I do that on my computer and on my phone, but I want to start using the tech that's available to really build on that and really make the most of what's available. I wonder if you can share your top tips with me about the options that are available so I can get even better control of my finances. Thank you.
Thanks for bringing this question to our attention, and it's a really important subject as we move into this digital world. And to be quite honest, I think with the year that we've had, the last year that we've had with the virus, tech is going to become even more important, and certainly as we move more into a cashless society, this is just going to continue. And funny enough, what I can tell you is that when I was working at the high street bank that I've previously been employed with, this was very common topic for people to come in and want to get educated about, because let's face it, these day and ages, there really is no reason to go into the bank. And so some of the things I'm going to share with you today that you might not be aware of, but could actually make a massive difference to how you're accessing your banking and keeping a track of your money. So for me, the tech that's available to us and the different apps and the facilities within online and mobile banking are all about being smart with our money and smart with that accessibility. A lot of people don't like the fact that that option is available and that it is so accessible, but I can promise you that with all of the high street well-known banks, that the security features within it and the way in which a fraudster would have to obtain the correct information to be able to get into your phone or your online banking are really quite stringent. So there's really nothing to worry about if you haven't taken that leap into online banking and mobile banking. But I know for your question that you've already done that. So I just want to highlight at this point that a lot of people don't realise that there are things within our online and mobile banking these days that have been built in that you don't even need to go into for a bank for anymore. So previously, you might have thought that something like a change of address, for example, or sending amount of money overseas, you'd need to go into a branch to do that. And you don't. It's all available for you with most of the high street banks now through the online banking. And that's great because it means that you can make those amendments and keep your information updated and send the money where it needs to be sent at whatever time is convenient for you, rather than being beholden to the bank being open at a certain time and having to go and take identification and things like that. So what I would urge you to do is have a good look through your online banking through the actual PC, because a lot of the facilities that are on there, you probably won't even realise that they're now available. So another good one is the fact that you can report your card lost. So it's not only about not having to go into a branch anymore, you don't even need to ring the bank half the time because those facilities are available for you through the internet banking. So if you've already got that set up, then that should always be your first port of call. The second thing I just want to mention about is mobile banking. So I know you said that you've got mobile banking. A lot of people don't realise that there's a few things within mobile banking that's just recently launched that might be able to help you. So first of all, there's this thing called Fast Balance with most of the high street banks, where you don't even need to log in. From the homepage of the app, there should be something that says something like Fast Balance, where you can literally just press the button. It will just give you the headline figure from your current account as to what the balance is. So it's a great way to just dip into your bank account. You don't have to use your Touch ID or your Face ID or anything. It's just going to give you the headline figure. Yep, you've got £50 available in your bank account. If it's not what you expect, then you can go into the full mobile banking and have a look at the transactions and see what's gone on in there. Also within the mobile banking, it's now really easy to make a payment to someone else. So again, as we're in this cashless society, and maybe you're buying something, maybe you're buying an item from something on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, you can send a payment to someone else simply by just having their phone number. There's a system called PayM. So you don't even need to be able to have someone's sort code and account number these days. If you've got their phone number, then you can send the money to them through their phone number. And if they're not already subscribed, what their bank will do is send them a text message today. You need to subscribe to this to be able to gain your money. So again, it's protecting you against making those small errors around inputting sort codes and account numbers and things where potentially you could send the money to someone else by accident without realizing. And another thing that's really exciting that I do always make sure I kind of drop in as this conversation comes up is a new feature that I think all of the high street banks are doing now, where you can pay checks in online on your mobile banking app. So if you're paying a check into your bank account, normally up to around £500, then you can pay that in without going into a branch. You basically choose the area which you'd see payments on your mobile banking. There should be something there around paying a check in, and you simply just take a photo of the front and the back of the check. Once it's cleared on your bank account within 2 days, you can destroy the check. So again, no reason for you to have to go in to a branch and pay that check in. Now, all of this tech sounds fabulous, and it's great that we're having this accessibility and that the high street banks are making it really easy. But what I would want you to do at the same time as you're discovering all of this for yourself is show your children. Take it as an opportunity to educate your children around what this tech is and how it works and how you used to do your banking even, because the chances are our children are not going to know probably what a check is, let alone trying to pay it in on a mobile banking app, because in 10 years' time, we probably won't even have checks. So it'd be really great, I think, if you can open up the conversation with them, share with them what you're doing when you are accessing your tech. As I've said in previous episodes, money isn't a topic to be hidden within the household. It's a topic to be talked about and shared so that we can continue to break down that taboo subject. And a really easy one is Apple Pay, or if you've got an Android phone, then there's a different version of it. But Apple Pay is basically where you store all of your debit cards and your loyalty cards on your mobile phone or your watch. And so all you have to do is tap your mobile phone and your watch. Now, most people will have known that contactless payments are up to £45. That's if you use your cards and it's contactless in a shop. But Apple Pay is actually any amount because it's got the security feature of your Face ID or your Touch ID. Same with your watch as well. And so Apple Pay is any amount. And I've got a little bit of a funny story about this one because I was purchasing a car maybe 6 months ago. So I put all of the money in my current account. I went off to the dealer to buy this car, and I fully expected to have to use my cards, and I completely forgot that I can use Apple Pay. And it absolutely not only blew the mind of my 3-year-old daughter that was with me, but also blew the mind of the car dealer, because I paid for my car on my watch, £18,000 out of my current account using my watch. So for me, that tech's amazing that it's available. It is completely secure. It's more secure than using your card because you're not taking things out of your handbag or your wallet and therefore potentially dropping something. You're not giving the option of someone cloning your card and taking your card away. So where possible, try and use things like Apple Pay or the Android equivalent, because for me, it's not only great tech, but it's also great security. So I've mentioned previously about Starling, and I think Monzo are very similar, is that it's really easy to open a bank account with them with no stress at all. You can do that through their app. It's really, really easy. And then you can set up the pots. So again, in an ideal world, you would spend from your current account and then move money over from your separate pots. So the last thing I want to talk about around tech is there are lots of different apps out there, and budgeting apps and various different spending planners and things like that. But one that I absolutely love that I'm not affiliated with, so this is not me selling anything, is an app called Clio. And the reason that I like it is that it's a little bit fun. which I'm all for. I'd love to be able to try and make the subject of money fun. And what Clio does is it sends you a little message or a little alert ever so often, and it will say, oh, Laura, did you realise that you've spent £80 at Amazon this week? That's up 20% from last week. Are you aware of what you've spent your money on? And it sort of gives you that soft challenge in a cheeky way. And then every week it also sends you like a little chat function where it says, right, let's have a look at your finances. Can you answer this question, that question, the other question? If you can answer all 4 questions correctly, then it'll enter into a prize draw. So it's just making these tech things and money, turning it into a fun thing, an everyday thing, not something that should be hidden away and not talked about. So just in summary, I think the best thing you can do is talk to others around you. What are others doing with their money? What other tech or options are they using within their banking? Find out from your bank what is available. As I say, have a good look through their internet banking, because you might not need that facility now. You might still have your card now, but at the time when you've lost it, it's important to know where to go and what to do. And then the last thing, I think it's really important for you to watch out for any new tech and new gadgets that are coming our way, because these things are going to come thick and fast now in the next few years, which is really exciting. So try where possible to keep up with the times and educate your children along the way to ensure that they're using the best of these facilities that are available. I hope that helps answer your question and you've learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in my next episode. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to Money Savvy Parents. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please subscribe and post your money questions within a review for future episodes. If you want to learn more, then please join my Money Savvy Parents Facebook group or club on Clubhouse. Let's remove the taboo from money together.